everyone, it's Thursday, and I hope you'll excuse me if I'm a bit crazy today. I had very little sleep last night. I went to the Contour and a Nerdfighter gathering yesterday, which were just so awesome. And right now I've just been watching the live red carpet premiere of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in London. And so I'm just kind of really emotional from that, and from last night. It was just so much fun, so I'm just kind of, I don't even know, crazy today. So yeah, please excuse that. But our theme this week is books, and I think it goes without saying Harry Potter is just on the top of my list, just way beyond everything else. And since next week we're going to have a Harry Potter week, I'm not going to talk too much about that today, because it's just in its own category. But speaking of Harry Potter, I did get this pretty awesome shirt last night at the Contour. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, and now I have something great to wear to the midnight showing of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 next week, which is only a week away. Can you guys believe that? A week. Anyways, so favorite books. Other than Harry Potter, of course. So one of my favorite books was a trilogy, is His Dark Materials trilogy by Phillip Pullman, and the first book is called The Golden Compass, which is right here. And it is pretty amazing. It's a fantasy trilogy, and if you guys haven't read it, I really recommend it. They're really cool. Another of my favorite books that was also in the favorite movies vlog last week, but they're both really good, is Black Beauty, which you guys have probably all read, but it's just one of my favorite books, and it's one of the only books that's actually told from the point of view of a horse, which makes it really, really cool. So there's that. Another one is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, right here, by Betty Smith, and it is pretty awesome. It's kind of a bit slow at points, but it chronicles a whole lot of time over the life of this character, so it makes sense that it's this long. And it's just a really great story about growing up, and even though it's in a different time period in a different city, you can just really identify with everything the character goes through as she grows up. Another of my favorites is another trilogy, The Hunger Games, which is right here, by Suzanne. It's just a spectacular trilogy. Just everything is just perfect. I can't even explain it. It's so awesome. And I can't wait. The movie is supposed to be coming out next year, which I'm really excited for. I'm not too sure about some of the casting. I don't know. Don't really agree with everything, but I'm sure that they'll do their best, and I'm really excited to see that movie. So, another of my favorites is, well, it's the entire series. I think there's about 10 of them, is the Confessions of Georgia Nicholson, and the first one is called Angus Songs and Full Frontal Snogging, and they're by Louise Rennison, and they are just the absolute funniest books you will ever read. You don't want to read them when you're in a public place, like on the bus or something, because you'll be laughing so hard and you'll just get some crazy looks from people around you. But they are just like laugh out loud, incredibly funny. Every single line is just so funny. So I really recommend them. Another of my favorites is Honey Baby Sweetheart by Caletti. There we go. She actually has written quite a few books, and they're all really great. But this is the first one I read of hers, and it's just really, really good. It's kind of a road trip story, which is always fun, and it's really good. I recommend it. And finally, I don't have it actually right here because I don't own a copy, but Paper Towns by John Green is one of my favorites. I think it's my favorite of his. Paper Towns or Looking for Alaska are my two favorites of the John Green books. And you guys have, I think most of you read them, so I don't really need to discuss that, but yeah, those are my two favorites. And I've actually ordered them on Amazon, so hopefully I'll have my own copy soon, because up till now I've just read copies from the library. So, I'm sure that I've missed some books, because it's impossible to talk about all my favorite books in a vlog, and it's already way too long. So I'm just going to quickly give you a rundown of a few of the books that I've got to read this summer that I'm looking forward to. So the first one is Anna and the French Kiss, which I've heard by Stephanie Perkins, which I've heard some super amazing things about, and I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm going to start that next as soon as I finish what I'm reading now. Something else that I got for this summer is called Juliet Naked by Nick Hornby. I don't really know too much about it, but apparently it's really good, so I will read this and I will let you guys know what I think. One of the other books that I have on my reading list for this summer is A Map of the Known World by Lisa Ann Sandell, right here. I don't know too much about it either, but it looks really, really good and really interesting, so I will keep you guys posted on what I think of that. So, thanks for listening to me blab on for a long time, and hope everyone has a great week next week, and it's Harry Potter week, so I'm really excited about that, and I can't believe only 1 week until Deathly Hallows Part 2 comes out. It's just going to be craziness. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!